Hello, my friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Mariola May. And this is presented by Shannon Hayes and her fabulous channel. And she put this all together. And so it is just going to be a weekend full of incredible colorists coloring and incredible artists' work. So everybody is doing a page from Mariola Budek. And I decided to do a premiere video for this first part instead of live because since I'm kind of still new to doing live, I'm not super confident in my coloring skills get going down on the page well while I'm trying to talk and follow chat too. So the premiere video is really nice because then I can concentrate on what I'm doing now and then concentrate on the chat at that time. So I thought that I would start with the wolf today. Before I get started though, I do want to make sure that I let you know that down in the description box will be the calendar of times and days that all of the colorists are going to be doing their thing. So if you were not aware of that for any reason, you can go check that out and visit a bunch of wonderful colorists and see what they're going to be up to this weekend. So definitely go do that. Okay, so we're going to start on this handsome guy here, and I am just I'm just gonna go for it and hope that he comes out okay. So I think, let's see, what do I want to start with? I think I'm going to start with white. We'll do the whites and the rusty brown colors, and then we'll just kind of go from there. I may not do a lot of talking to start with because I don't want to mess this up. So when I do fur, though, I try and do everything in tiny little strokes. And that really helps. I mean, obviously, it depends on what kind of fur you're doing, but in a case like this, I think just the tiny little strokes will be what we want. This is hard. Why did I pick such a hard page to do? What was I thinking? I don't know. All right. I want to get some before I keep going further in with the white. I think I want to put some burnt ochre in. I want to make sure that I get the red tones that I want in here. Is that what I want? Burnt ochre or Sienna Brown? Let me see. Let me check the two of them. They're kind of similar. I don't know. I want the top of his nose. I pulled up some reference photos so that I could kind of get the look that I wanted. I want him to be gray and white and have some rusty red colors on him. So let's see, where else do we want this red? A little bit above his eyebrow, maybe. Not red. I call it red. Sienna Brown. I always call them the wrong colors when I'm just chit-chatting. So if you guys are new to my channel, I would like to say a very hearty welcome, and I'm so glad to have you here. Yeah, so if you get a chance, have a look around, see what you think, and hopefully you like what you see. Okay, I'm probably just going to wind up switching back and forth with lots of colors to start with, because I'm still not exactly sure what I'm doing yet. And I think I just need to build up color as I go. I want the top of his nose to have some reds, rusty browns, and gray, I think. Let's see, let's put a little bit of white right there. And then hair does always seem to take a little bit longer. Animal fur, I guess I should say, always does seem to take a little bit longer than everything else does. So I'm trying to keep it kind of light to start with, because I'm still not 100% sure where I want all the colors to go. So if I just build up the color, then I'm not as committed. Okay, that's looking awfully red. So I don't know what this color, this is light umber. I'm not sure if it's going to be what I want or not. Well, it kind of tones that red down, so that's kind of nice, I guess. It's not bad. Okay. Let's switch to some 50% cool gray. I like what that's doing. And white. Okay, I think if I lay some white streaks down, then when I go to add the grays, it will help me get that mixed look that I want of the gray and the white. Okay. take my espresso because I just feel like this terracotta was just too red. And I think animal fur would have lots of different colors in it anyway, so. All right, let's try burnt ochre. I don't even know if that feels like the right color either. More espresso. All right, let's do some more white. Maybe even up here, I don't know. All right, we've got to get some, let's work on some more grays. In here, maybe around his mouth. White. %50 cool gray. All right, now I have to figure out how I want to blend this into this somehow and have it be pretty, because right now I don't like the way it looks. Let me find my blender. All right, let's try. Let's do a little bit of blending. And a little bit more burnt? Yeah, burnt ochre. do some like 70% cool gray. And then we'll work our way up to 90. Okay, this is 90% cool gray. Now, because we're going so much darker, you want to really make sure that you're laying your pencil strokes. Oops, that didn't work. Hang on. Make sure your pencil strokes are light, and because they are going to really show up a lot because it's such a dark color. And then you can put a little bit more pressure down where you want the color to get darker. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. Let's see, what about some of this dark color under here? It's almost looking a little bit too foxy right now. Okay. White. This is kind of just to blend and soften the color that I have down. Some more dark. I know it seems like I'm jumping all over the place here, but it's the only way that I feel like I can keep building up, because I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm using a reference photo to try and at least get him looking. Actually, I'm using several reference photos. But when you're using lots of different photos, because none of them, have the exact pose that I want. So I'm just trying to take elements from each one that I like and combine them into one picture. Okay. This is 50% cool gray. I wonder if I need to pull out some lighter grays. I'm going to start getting these gray and white bits in here. But maybe I need to switch to... I pulled out some French grays too. This is French gray 30%. Oh, I like the way that looks. pencils in my hand. Let's try French Gray 10% for right here. White might have just been too white. Something in here is bugging me and I don't know what it is. The colors all blend with all of the dogs really well, but for some reason mine does not look right. It might help if I put get the nose in. Sometimes the eyes and the nose, whether it's an animal or a person, really helps to make it. All right, well, that's starting to look better. But you know what? I think I want to add some gray in here. Maybe that's the problem. He doesn't have enough gray. Just enough to tone that down a little bit. Let's do some 50% cool gray. So I'm kind of excited tomorrow when I come on to work on this page some more. I'm going to be going live, which will be fun. The times that I've done it, I've really, really enjoyed it. So it'll be cool to be able to actually, you know, chat with you guys instead of just talking to myself. Okay, blend. I don't know. We got a ways to go yet. I'm not quite happy with it yet. So where else do I want? I think I want some of this color back here behind his ear. So maybe putting some of it elsewhere on him will help me feel better about this. It's right here. It's this transition right here that I'm really not happy with. And I don't know, everybody, all the reference photos, it does just kind of stop right around in here, but for some reason on mine, let's try some espresso and darken this in here. Want to do the eyes. I think it's just going to be building and building and building the color until we get it right. Use light umber. maybe I want to do the eyes and nose, and then I'll feel better about it. So I have the choice of doing like a blue eye, which is what one of my reference photos actually has. Or I think more appropriate would be like an amber eye. So I feel the need to do that because sometimes I feel a lot better about a face when the eyes are done. Like I already feel better about it. So let's do, this was sable, sorry. Sand, sable. I've been calling sand sable for ages and ages. Okay. And then light umber, I'm going to do on the outer edge. Let's get the pupil in. I want to use my Farben black. I love this black. This is my most favorite black. I'll do that. I hope we don't wind up making him look cross-eyed. Sometimes, if you don't get those pupils in the right place, they can look really cross-eyed. Okay. White over the whole thing. And he's not looking quite right yet. Gotta darken the the whole area around his eye, so let's do that. This will be all black. That's starting to look better. Let's see, he's going to have some gray in here. What do we want to use? Oh, I got to switch to a different reference photo here and see what. Yeah, he'll have like this little border. Let's see, what do we want to use? I want to use 30% French gray. He'll have this little border around his eye. This will be black. This will be black. We're going to have a ways to go yet on these, but at least it makes me feel a little bit better there. Okay, noses, black noses are hard for me. Trying to get the shine just right, and So we'll just wing it. So here's white. I'm going to put some right here. And I think up here, maybe like that. And right there. And there. Okay, I'm going to use regular Prisma Black and 90% cool gray, and probably also 50% cool gray. Let's start there, because I'm not sure how dark I want it to be. This is the black. But I probably don't want to go black because his nostril inside needs to be black. So let me switch to 90% cool. It's still pretty dark. I find it difficult because you gotta have the right amount of lights and darks to where it just doesn't look like a big black blob. I don't know what I'm doing. Dark black. This is nostril. Black. Okay, I'm going to blend this out a little bit. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. That's not too bad. Let's do a little bit more black here. Okay. And a little bit more 90% cool gray under there. I think we're gonna call that pretty good. This shouldn't be so light though, so there we go. Okay, black right here. I'm gonna call that good. All right, let's get some gray, little gray hairs around here. Okay, I'm starting to like him better now. I'm feeling better about this. Okay, down here around his mouth, I guess we would go 90% cool. Just right there where his mouth would be. I think he's going to turn out to be a really sweet, friendly wolf because he's not looking very intimidating, but I don't think he was meant to, so that's okay. That's a good thing. He's a wolf hybrid. He's her buddy. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's do some more 70% cool. And what do we need? Some more up here. So 50% cool. But then maybe some more white too. Mix that all in there. It seems like the white, the Prisma white, does a really nice job of making the fur look soft, which I really like. Oh, I'm starting to like him better now. Yeah, doing the eyes and nose really made a difference. Okay, this is going to be, I think, white. And let's go with 50% cool. You know, it might be a good time to start mixing in some of the French. This is 50% French. Let's see what that does. So that gives us our kind of browns, which I actually really like. And cool again, 50% cool. White. All right, let's work over here. Up here. Okay, let's just kind of keep working our way back, I guess. I think I want a darker French gray. So let's try some 70% French. Let's do some 70% cool. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of burnt ochre. It's right here. And I almost want to pull this around just a little bit. That's good. Okay. What to do now? The inside of his ear needs to be dark. At least part of it, I think. Let's see, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this because I want the white, I want the fur to fluff in here, but I want the inside of the ear to be a little bit dark. So this is 90% cool gray. That's not bad. Okay, so I think that might be enough. Let's switch to some other colors. So let's do 70% French gray. I'm not sure how to do this ear. It's hard for me to tell where the hair is. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell what I'm supposed to do, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so this is white. And I'm going to do the white around here. All up in here, and we'll fill it in with some other colors. Let's go back to the, what do we got? 50% French gray, 70, let's do 50% French gray. I want to make it look right, but I'm not quite sure how to do that. This is white again. Looks okay so far. do 50% cool. Let's do 70% French. I'm sorry, 10% French. And then I think we'll add some dark. Let's do 90% cool might be too dark. Let's do 70% cool. And then we can come in and add more dark. So I think we'll go ahead and bring that down here, and then we'll add white on top, or maybe the 10% French gray. Let's do 90% cool gray. Really light pressure so that you don't get too dark too fast. Just gonna blend a little bit. I don't want to completely take the brush strokes out, so I'm gonna blend in the direction of the strokes. Okay, let's do some more. Like it. Okay, so I don't do too much. I'm going to stop there. Can always keep adding more. I'm going to take 10% French gray and start adding some of that in here. This paper is so awesome for everything. I love this paper. It's kind of got to the point where it's the only paper I use anymore because everything just works so beautifully on it. Oh, I really like what's happening here. Let's see. I want to darken this right behind the ear. Just blend a little bit. This Caran d'Ache blender just really takes your colors and deepens them down and makes them look real vibrant. I just love that blender. Okay, let's do that up here too. A little bit of espresso. Sorry, I know I'm trying to be better at naming the pencil as I go. Some days I'm better at it than others. Okay, let's keep working on that ear. 10% French gray. I think I'm going to give it a little sharpen. How are we doing on time? I think we're doing okay. Okay, let's put some French and some cool. Let's do 50% French and 50% cool in here. This is the cool. This is the French. I want to define some of these hair strokes a little bit better here. And we've got an area here where I think everything kind of meets the direction of the hair, kind of crisscrosses and isn't all going in the same direction. At least that's what it seems like in my photos. %70 French. cool over here. So 50% cool. And 90% cool. Okay, I'm going to take some of this 90% cool and bring it in over here. This is the burnt ochre. And then light umber. All right, I'm going to take some of this light umber. Now my strokes are getting longer because the hairs are getting longer. Okay. White. And I think I'm not going to go too crazy right here on the edge where where the hairs meet, because I want to be able to get her hair done behind him and then come back in over him in the end, so that I can give it that nice, the nice dimensional look where he's in front of her. So I probably won't spend a whole lot of time right there. In fact, a lot of this I'm going to come back in after I get a background on here and add some more of the fluffy fur. Let's do some 50% cool gray. And some 50% French. And let's do 10% French. Almost looks white. In the direction of the fur. A little bit more light umber, I think. And then I have to do something to break up the white there. So let's pull out a light. How about 30% cool gray? Oh, that's a shorty. Let me. Come on now. There we go. Okay. That might not be dark enough. Yeah. It's not bad. All right, let's do just a couple of this little defining. It's almost too much. I don't think I like that. No, I don't think I like that. Okay. French gray. 10% French gray. Sorry. All right, I think a little bit more. 50. Nope, this is 70. What do I want? 50. 50% cool gray. Right under his mouth. I hope my head and hair have not been in the camera every time I get down close to see what I'm doing. That's what happens when you're old and blind. You can't. I have to take my glasses off because my prescription is not doing what I want it to do. So. All right, I feel really good about this. I was a little nervous about whether he was going to come out good or not, but he feels pretty good. I want to see if we're going to need, let's some acrylic paint to do his hairs, or if I can just do it with a sharp Prisma. So I want these hairs to be fluffy. Yeah, I think that's coming out okay with just the Prisma. And then we want a few fluffy hairs over here too. Is there anything else that I feel like I really need to do on him? I want to add a little bit more light gray. Good. Let's do a little bit more dark right around his muzzle here. Oh, and we got to get the whiskers on here. Now, does he have black whiskers? It looks like all of my reference photos, they have darker whiskers, so that's good. That's easier than doing white whiskers. We want to get his little whisker dots in here. Out a little bit, just do little circles. I don't know that I like that. I might have gone a little bit too heavy there. So take white. That was 90% cool gray. Maybe if you decide to follow along after we're done here, then maybe a lighter gray. That'll probably be fine once we get the whiskers on. Okay, I want a sharp tip, and I'm going to cross my fingers and hope I don't completely screw this up. Oh, it's always really scary when you're happy with what you've done, and then you come to a part where you're worried about doing it right. Okay, so the whiskers on all of these wolves, dogs, whatever you want to call them, can be pretty curly. I don't think I have to press down hard, so I'm not going to. We're just gonna. He looks kind of wolfy. I mean, kind of foxy still. But he's got a kind of a slender snout, so maybe that's why. Or maybe we need to cover up some of Mariola's hair and make him a little bit huskier. You know, I might try doing that. I might try just bringing his thickness down a little bit, if that makes any sense. Just a little bit needs to be. That was white. This is 50% cool gray. It wasn't a lot. I don't want to go too much because then I think that that would look wrong. So I just did it a little bit. We just brought him out just a tiny little bit. All right, how am I feeling about this? Pretty good. This is 50% French. And maybe a little bit more black, or 90% cool gray is probably sufficient. And do something right there. This is 70% French. I don't know if that's what I want. How about 10% French? Once I get the background on, I'm going to come back through and do these flecky bits on top of the background so that his fur doesn't just end in a weird way. All right, I feel pretty good about this. So I'm gonna shut off the camera for just a sec. It will be no time at all for you guys. I'm gonna check the time, and then we can move on, maybe start working on something else here. 'Cause I don't think I need to do anything else to his, although maybe we need to go just a little bit darker. This is 90% cool. Yeah, I like that. Maybe even black. And over here too. Now, there's a lot over here that I didn't really get to, but I really can't until I do her skin, and then we can lay that over the top. Let's just give him a couple of random black hairs down here. And I feel like I might want to go a little bit. I know I said I was going to go away, and then I didn't. Yeah, I think he needs a little bit of dark in here. This is my Farben black. You can use any black that you like. If you don't subscribe to my channel, you don't know this, but if you do, you probably do know this, but the Farben black, I order it just in open stock because I love it so much. It's a brown black. It's not a cool black like a regular Prisma black. The most similar black that I've found to it is the Polychromos black. But it keeps a sharp point for a long time. And I just absolutely love the color. I use it all the time. All right, guys, I think I do need to stop and check the time just to make sure. I don't think we're close to the 2-hour mark, but I want to make sure I stay on track. But can you see how, even though I'm using this black, when I'm doing it lightly and I'm mixing it in with these grays, it takes on a browner color. But if I were to go really heavy with it, it would look black. There, I like that better. That looks good. All right, I'm gonna go check the time and I will be right back. Okay, so we have almost 45 minutes left to go, and I think we should just do her skin. It's a fairly small amount of skin, so I think we can get that done in 45 minutes, and then we'll have the hair and background to do tomorrow during the lives. So let us do that. So I'm going to start with Prismacolor Chestnut. And away we go. I don't do very many where the angle of the head is like this, so this will be interesting. Debating if I want to bring the white in yet. If I just am careful, I can probably get away with not. No, I'm being very quiet. It's a good thing you guys are here to carry on the conversation for me. in the interest of time, because I'm not sure how long this will take me, I'll do her neck, her face and neck, and then I'll do her hand. Just so we can at least get something finished if we do happen to run out of time. Okay, this is Sienna Brown. You know what? I take that back. I'm going to bring in the white. I'm going to do the white first. We did not establish light source. I think I'm going to do it from over here. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, back to Sienna Brown. Let's give her a little bit of a cheekbone highlight, a little shadow under here. Okay, let's do some peach. Now, if you guys are working on white paper and not a toned paper, you probably can skip the peach and just go straight for light peach. But I find that when I'm working on this paper, the light peach is just way too bright on its own, because the colors really pop on this paper quite a lot. So I lay down some peach first to get a layer basically of pencil on top, so that when I do put some light peach on here, it isn't quite so bright. light peach. Let's do a little bit of black grape. Okay, let's do some eggshell. I want some, let's put some color on our cheeks and then we'll start doing a little bit more contouring. Do I want henna? Yeah, we'll do a little bit of henna. And then some pink. Okay. I'm going to blend that a little bit. Her nose definitely needs some more contouring, so let's take our chestnut again. This shouldn't be that purple. I don't know why. Burnt ochre. Let's see, some espresso somewhere over here. There we go. Okay. I've gotten kind of in the habit of using my luminance pencils for portraits. And I feel like I'm out of practice with the Prismacolors, which used to be all I used to use. But for some reason, I'm just feeling like this is just not... It'll all come together in the end. I know it will. I'm just being paranoid, nervous, whatever. Okay. I think I need to do the eyes and lips. That always helps me see what needs to be done. There's definitely something that needs to be done. Okay. All right. What does she need? Well, she needs a little bit of white first. Here. I think I don't have enough darks in here for some reason, and it's causing me some distress. Okay, black. All right, let's do her lips real quick. So white. Nectar. And I think I want do I want Tuscan red? I think I want Tuscan red. Okay. Let's just okay, now we need some this and this. So a little bit of black. And more Tuscan red. This is Nectar. I don't know what is happening lately, but I am just not getting the look that I want. I'm gonna try some peach. A little bit better. It's a little bit too pink. So this is pale vermilion. That's better. That's better. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it's not bad. Okay. Don't know what's going on. I don't know. Chestnut. I usually feel pretty comfortable and confident about my portraits. This one is just not coming together. Okay, let's do the eyes. So I am going to give her auburn hair. Still don't know about the color of that lip. Oh. This is burnt ochre. That's even a little bit better. Okay, let's go back to eyes. I'm going to give her brown eyes, I think. I want light umber. Let's get the pupil in here. I don't know what is going on here. I don't know what is going on. It's just not looking. This is just not. Oh my God, this is so not looking right. What is going on here? I am not getting this. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. Okay, just keep going. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Something just doesn't look right about what would be happening here. It looked right. It looked right before I put color on it. What is going on? Her eye shape. Okay. This seems to be the way of things for me lately. I don't know. I don't know why that looked so weird. Why does that look weird? I don't know. Okay, let's start again. Dudes, I don't know. Okay, I can do this. No, I don't know if I can do this. I have to pull up Mariola's picture. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I don't know what happened, but we just had some terrible technical difficulties, and I lost a whole section that I thought was filming that wasn't filming. So I wound up completing her face, and I didn't even capture it on film. So I'm so sorry, you guys. This just seems to be one of those days or time periods for me of filming and having technical difficulties. So anyway, I did finish her face, and I finally figured out what was going on with her eye, and I got my stuff together and figured it out. So we've got just under probably 15 minutes to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and start shading shading her arm and hand, and we'll just pretend that I didn't completely, I don't know what happened. I looked up and the camera wasn't even filming, and rather than freaking out about it, I decided to just laugh about it and hope that you are all laughing with me and not at me. So there you go. So Angela is next, True Hue. And as I said, the all the information for the streamers and what time they're streaming and who's streaming and all of that is going to be down there in the description box below the video, as well as information about some of my favorite coloring items that I use, and all of the colors that I did use in creating this page so far. So I always do that for my videos now. Well, I always have, but I always put the colors that I'm using in there so that if you guys want to color along with me, it makes it a little bit easier. So I'm excited about seeing all the rest of the streams this weekend. I will have my grandson for part of it, but I can still watch because he's just a little bitty baby and he sleeps a lot, so it's all good. Okay, let's see. We need to get some shading of some kind in there on her hand. And a little bit more under here. Hands are always hard for me. Okay, let's do some white. Let's see, that would be there. Just do it there. And let's just do a little bit here. We'll try that. Start there. Okay. Peach. So when we do the hair, the hair tomorrow, I was thinking it would be kind of fun to do an auburn hair color to kind of match the wolf's nose. So, of course, I am doing a combo that I haven't done before, other than just in kind of a test. And I'm second guessing that decision right about now, wondering if it's a good idea for me to do something I haven't done before. It'll be all right. It'll all be all right. I'm going to sharpen my pencil here. So we have to figure out what we're going to do for background. I guess that all depends on how long it takes to do the hair. We'll figure it out. It's going to be fun. Okay, let's do some light peach. Okay, let's do some eggshell. Get some more yellow tones in here. And then we might be out of time. We'll see. Well, I got something on there. I don't know what that is. Something that doesn't belong. We'll turn it into a mole. Let's see. I wonder if it'll just blend out. A little speck of something that got on there that should not have been there. Well, I'm not going to stress about it. That is a little bold. Let's go up there. Let's blend that out a little bit. Okay, we'll keep going. Well, it looks like there's a couple of places that I got some little flecks that I'm not even sure where they came from. It's very odd. Okay. All right, I'm going to do a little Sienna Brown down here. And we're probably getting close to time's up. I know you guys probably want to have some time to, you know, maybe go get a drink or something like that. So I don't necessarily have to keep going right up until the very, very end. I do want to thank you so very, very much for being here. I want to thank Shannon for inviting me to participate and set all this up. And tomorrow's going to be another fun day. So I can probably finish. There's not a whole lot left to do, really. So I'll probably just finish this up so that we're ready to go on the hair tomorrow. I don't talk well when I'm really concentrating, so. All right, my friends. I'm going to let you go. I'm just going to probably work on this for another 10 or 15 minutes. There's not a whole lot left to do for her hand. And hopefully I wasn't out of frame too much for that. So there we are so far. And we will, maybe we'll get to finish up tomorrow. That would be cool. So that's it. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.